Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I am presenting a review on Transformers Generation Studio Series 86 Cup from the Transformers the Movie. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching my videos. If you like what you see, please comment below, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ding that bell so that you know when I am putting out content in the future. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. First off, we'll start by taking a look at the packaging. Nice artwork of Cup. Zoomed in look. Studio Series 8602. He is a deluxe class. The Transformers the Movie. The light window. More artwork of Cup. Authentic. 86. Probably should have done that first. Let's take a look at the back. Big screen inspired scaled detail backdrop. Transformers the Movie, Cup, Sea Squid Showdown. Backdrop included. 21 steps to transform. Cup struggles to free himself from the tentacles of a giant squid. Hasbro. Fine print. Warning! Do not place things in your oral orifice that do not belong. Thank you. Bottom. Barcode. Symbols. A lot of foreign languages. Small print. Pretty basic at this point for Studio Series. On the inside, he comes in the clamshell. And the insert does turn into the display base. Let's get that out of the way. Comes with this sheet of legalese, fine print, small print. Let's get that out of the way. Here's the instructions. Pretty much what we're used to in this line now. Crisply detailed. Easy to follow instructions. Now I think that does it for the packaging. Now let's take a look at the alt mode. Nice Autobot symbol there. And there. And there. He is a space truck. There's the entry door. At least I always called him a space truck. Nice windshield. It's transparent, but you can't see any kibble on the inside because it's blocked up, and that's fine. That's what he looks like from the bottom. As far as the accessories go, his gun. It's pretty good detail in it. his walkie-talkie or radio transmitter. And these do actually have storage while he is in vehicle mode. Have a tab right there, fits into this slot. And the same on this side. Tab and slot. Rolls pretty decently. All right. I think that wraps it up for vehicle mode. Let's take a look at comparison for the vehicle mode. This is the Titans Returns Cup and the 86 Cup. Titans Returns, even though it's a deluxe class, is bigger because now the scaling is a bit smaller. As you can see, he has weapon storage too. Uh-oh, gap. There we go. All right, and that is how he compares to the Titans Returns Cup. Now for vehicle mode scale comparisons. This is how he scales up with the Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. Get that one out of the way. This is how he compares with Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime, also known as Dead Optimus Prime. It's kind of hard to tell how well they scale up together because of Cup being a space truck and not an actual vehicle or an actual real life, real world vehicle, that is. All right, that finishes up alt mode. Moving right along, now we're going to do the transformation, which is not going to be my favorite part of this video. I find out of the Wave 1 Deluxe class of the 86 figures and even the Voyager class Hot Rod, this one is the least intuitive, but we're going to try it anyway. Pull those off. Try to get these panels loose, which is a bit of a pain. Actually, oops. Let's get this in here. You have to untab the hands. They're not real easy to untab. So you will probably have to have a tool of some kind. As you see, the hands, they clip on these pegs right here. Right there. Separate that. Flip the truck bed up. There we go. Move the legs down and it will untab from the front wheels. And there's a tab and slot right there. And again, the tab and slot right there. Now this is an odd piece. So you see, when you transform him, you have to bend his leg at the knee. And then this tab goes in this top slot. As you can see, it's at an angle. And just straighten the leg up, and then this tab goes into the lower slot. Same thing on the other side. And fold the arms out. And tab that. Lift this up. All right. The tires flip into the back. And you can bring the arms down. There's a slot here and a tab here. You just want to adjust the arms until they can get in there. And this piece moves in here. Not the easiest to get back in there. There it goes. Same thing on the other side. This tab into this slot. And move the arm into place. All right, there we go. And here you can see a tab on each side here, and they will go into slots on the top of the tire wheel wells. And it's not the easiest to get them in there, so be a little patient with it. Does not want to go in there. There's one. There went the other one. Just kind of have to work at it a bit. Now for the backpack, that folds in. There's slots right here that go on these tabs here. Sometimes it likes to go, sometimes it doesn't. At least on mine. And last but not least, flip his toes out. All right, and that does it for the transformation. right, now let's take a look at the robot mode. The biggest glaring difficulty with this figure, or my biggest problem with it, is the wheels on the front lower part of the shins showing. It's not really that big of a deal, but just something to be aware of. Let's talk about articulation. Head goes all the way around. It's got some wiggle. Arm goes almost all the way up. Goes all the way around. Swivel at the bicep. Way past 90 degrees at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist swivel, and it's really tight. Kicks forward that far. Back that far. Not quite 90 degrees at the knee. That much tilt in the ankle. Nothing the other way. These pins don't like to stay in position when you're moving him around, so another thing to be aware of. Also, mine, arm comes off. I think that is intended, so you can reenact the scene in the movie where Hot Rod puts him back together. Accessories fit in the hands pretty easily. Oh, also, forgot to mention, he does have a thigh swivel. All right, that does it for a look at robot mode. All right, now we'll take a look at how he scales up with some other Transformers. It's how he scales up with Deluxe class Earthrise Bumblebee, which is slightly taller than the Titans Returns Bumblebee, not by much. Here is how he scales up with his wave mate, Blur. You can see Blur is a little bit taller. And of course, this is how he scales up with Leader Class Earthrise Optimus Prime. I think Hasbro has finally gotten their scales right. Right. And that does it for scale. Now let's do a little comparison in robot mode. Here is the Titans Returns Cup. And of course the 86 Cup. Let's take a look at the face. Not bad on that one. Some pretty good detail. His joints are really loose. This one looks just like the cartoon. Both have their logos on the chest, just in different places. Visible wheel syndrome. both of them. No backpack on this one, and just a slight one on this one, but that's okay. I think it's okay anyway. It's not like it's the huge RC backpack. Earthrise RC, that is. All right, that's how these guys compare up. This one's really loose. This one is not loose at all. And that does it for comparison in robot mode. Now let's talk about my final thoughts on Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86 Cup Deluxe Class. Very nice decos. He looks good. Probably as close to the cartoon as we've gotten so far. Maybe as close to the cartoon as we're ever going to get. All his joints are very tight. The only real issue is where the knees plug in and the transformation gimmick with the tabs and the two different slots. It likes to come untabbed a bit. Here at the arms, it likes to come untabbed a bit too. And the piece in here that the arm is directly attached to, sometimes it'll move when you're moving the arm, but not a deal breaker. Again, his transformation is probably the least intuitive of the Deluxe Class 86 Wave 1. But overall, a good figure. And I'm glad to have him to replace that Titans Returns. And he does have light pips in the eye. It's hard to get it though, because the pip is right there. You can see it or not. Right there. So it's kind of hard to get in this setup. Those are my final thoughts on Cup. Again, I thank you for watching my videos. If you like what you see, please comment below, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to ding the bell so that you will be notified when I release content in the future. And with all that said, I'll see you next time.